Hey folks, and welcome back to another video a day. So today I thought I would create a pack, or start creating a pack called Casrax. It's not going to be a pack that I put out there for download, although I might put the mod list somewhere to be available, because the reason I do this is because for the longest time, in terms of Minecraft, what I thought I wanted was something with a lot of edited recipes and things that extended the lifetime of a pack by forcing the player to engage in more tasks in order to get to the end, right? So like your Sevtechs, your Enigmaticas, your Project Ozone, Kappa modes, that sort of thing. And I honestly don't think I was in the right spot in terms of what I wanted, or at least in terms of what I thought I wanted. Because every time I play a pack like that, and including when I play on the Mischief of Mice Rorax Plays server, things are slower and have more busy work, sure, but the enjoyment factor is not quite there. And I think it's often because, in terms of those packs, there's often a lot of fudging what's required to get from A to B. I think there is a place for packs like that, but I think they need to be, or need to make more sense in why a recipe is the way it is, or why something has a requirement over another thing, or why something is less powerful than another thing, so that the player still has that autonomy that we have come to grow and love in Minecraft, where player choice is the most important thing at the end of the day. And if, for example, you want to go hard on immersive engineering, then you are actively nerfing yourself by avoiding draconic evolution if it's in the pack, or that sort of thing. So what I wanted to do today is, I think I just wanted to throw together a casual pack that doesn't necessarily have any special scripting or anything. It's just a group of mods that I like, thrown together with no particular theme. Although, of course, being me, it'll be something which is always requiring prettiness, right? So I guess that's going to be the theme. Prettiness. So no ugly mods. And just some stuff that I want to play with in general, that I've wistfully been thinking, oh, I'd like to play with that mod. So yeah, let's jump into it. I think the first thing you do is you do all and featured, or all and popularity, and you get your basics, like your just enough items, your chisel, your journey map. I'm going to get baubles, but I'm going to avoid Tinker's Construct, because I'm not feeling Tinker's Construct. I'm also going to avoid iron chests, because I'm not feeling iron chests. I'm going to grab storage drawers. I'm going to grab inventory tweaks. I'm not feeling extra utilities. We might need Craft Tweaker at some point just to fix some recipe conflicts or something, or I think there's a mod that just does it for you. We're going to grab Immersive Engineering. Basically, at this point, I'm just going to go down the list of the most popular and grab the things that I feel like I want. Mouse tweaks. I like it, but it needs some tweaking. The mouse tweaks needs tweaking. And while I usually love applied energistics too, again, this is Casrax or casual Rorax, and I'm feeling a little more like I need some freedom from thinking too hard. So if I do get one of these, it's going to be refined storage probably. Grab some Ender IO because you never know. Grab some chisels and bits because why would I ever have a pack without it? Grab apple skin because it's useful. Not sure I'm going to need thermal with Ender IO, and I prefer Ender IO over thermal, so sorry, King Lemming. Maybe RF tools, because the inventory system in RF tools can actually be quite fun. What else? What else? What else? And this is what I do. I just scroll through and I grab things. And once I stop seeing mods that I know I want, like iron backpacks, then I start getting more specific. Like, if I run out things I care about, maybe get forestry. Because I like trees. Yeah, gonna get flat colored blocks because I like choice. And I'm almost getting ready to change the. Oh, there it is. There's my sweetheart. Of all the mods that are available, Quark is by far the one. Well, posed as a question, what if you could only choose one mod? What mod would that be? Quark is that mod for me. Snuff resources is always good. One probe. I think Epic Squid has made some nice updates to Block Craftery. We'll grab that. Am I getting to that point yet? Maybe. Grab integrated dynamics. Ooh, crafting tweaks. Gotta have my crafting tweaks. It's just useful. At the end of the day. Past leaf decay, maybe. We'll look at that sort of thing in a bit. Basic tone for sure. Terms of plenty. Again, prettiness. Integrated tunnels, because if you're going to get integrated dynamics, you should get integrated tunnels. Astral sorcery for sure. While I like cyclic, or some of the ideas in cyclic, a lot of it I feel is just kind of like there. So, yeah. I'd prefer to go without rather than with. Don't really care for snad or bonsai trees. There's a petroleum. The petroleum is a must-have. If you're going to have immersive. Molasses doors. Molasses. I'm not sure. What else? What else? In the most popular, may as well get building gadgets because it is helpful. I like X-tones. I like woot. Because I'd prefer to do woot than having a normal mob farm in general. I think I've... here's the one that I like using. I think I've made it pretty clear in the past that I dislike normal entity farms, and it stems from my my constant obsession with making server friendly builds. Rustic. I think we're about to get specific. Unless in a couple of scrolls I see something that jumps out at me. No. Alright. So now we start doing categories and stuff, right? So let's look at armor tools and weapons. I always do a refresh because the Twitch launcher can be pretty bogus. And I start all over again. You might be like, why don't you take Thorncraft? I'm sick of Thorncraft. Straight up. I mean, Isnor has done a fantastic job in terms of Thorncraft and its entire history in terms of it as a mod, but unlike a lot of people who wanted more and more Thorncraft, I've wanted less and less. I've wanted magic mods to move on from Thorncraft. Which is why I was a big proponent of Roots and Embers. Yeah, why not? We can always cull mods I decide aren't in my wheelhouse later, or in the wheelhouse for the pack. Danknull is tempting, but I think when it comes to my own packs, I like to prefer Swing Through Grass as a must. Is this the beta? Might be the beta. This might be the beta on the other screen, but I just want to make sure. Development has been taken over. Discord here. Is this the beta? Is this the beta? I can't tell. No. The last commit was December 18th. So this is not the one that I am interested in. Cannibal's fun. I mean, inventory pets is fun too, actually. It's a little OP, but it's fun. It's Casrax. It's not like super hardcore only for experts mode Rorax pack. What else can we get from this? Not seeing anything jump out at me. Nope. Not really. Okay. Let's try biomes. Refresh. Forest. Heck yeah. What about Nether expansion? I would take Abyssalcraft, but I think Abyssalcraft needs like a graphical overhaul, to be honest. How about, come on, it's got to be in here. I can, there it is, dynamic trees. And we'll also need the dynamic trees mods. Serene Seasons would be good too. Dynamic trees, biomes, aplenty compact. There you go. That's the first one. Sure, there's one for forestry as well. This, we don't have traversed. Misty World actually looks kind of interesting. but it's super incomplete. So it's just kind of like a nice area to romp around, which, you know, could be interesting on its own, but I think I'll let them develop it more before I put any attention into it. I've heard the Midnight is kind of interesting. Valen had played with it. Yeah, it has these kind of rifts. You will need to find a rift. These will spawn randomly during the night, both above ground and in caves. So before you go, make sure you're prepared. The Midnight is a hostile place. Dimension playable in survival. The update isn't finished yet though, so okay, it's not really ready. Did I pass the between lands already? I'd like the between lands. I think there might be a dimensions category. Yeah. Yep, alright. Biomes, happy with that. Blood Magic, Buildcraft, Cosmetic. Games Harvestcraft, I like that there's lots of stuff, but Pam's has some things that I would prefer that it didn't do, which is like crafting things that require cooking in your inventory. Cooking for blockheads can help with that sort of thing, but Pam's has always felt kind of infinitely unfinished to me, but constantly requiring or constantly adding new content without polishing the content that already exists. Oh, just my opinion. By the way, no one has to feel that way just because I say so. X. Yes, doors is good. Platforms is good. Cosmetic armor is good. Dynamic surroundings is good. I'm tempted to take bit of foliage, but you kind of don't need it if you're using dynamic trees. But it affects so much other stuff, so sure. Actually. Why not? Sheer Madness and Mania for sure. And this is basically what I do. Scroll through and pick things as I find them. Done with cosmetic. Craft Weaker. Why am I getting Craft Weaker? Dimensions. Let's see. Either X, that's good. Advanced Rocketry, not quite. I would prefer Galacticraft, but I don't think you can get it off the Twitch launcher. I think you have to download that one separately. I think. Why is the Between Lands not just, you know, there? Between Lands is amazing. Guys, if you have not ever played with a Between Lands, I can highly suggest that you do. It's a little harder on systems because it has a lot of like graphical fidelity to it in terms of Minecraft, which isn't saying much, but it's enough to make computers cry. So might have to actually search this one. Between. Also, that's the wrong search. Between. There it is. I think I must have passed that because I remember seeing that face. Close that because it'll download on its own. Yeah, it did pass it. Okay. Anything else that just screams download me? Not really. Yeah, not really. Okay. Energy, sure. Let's look at energy. Nuclear craft, yeah. Immersive tech, yeah. Energy, yeah. Energy's cool. OP as heck, but really cool. Embers, yeah. Wait, is this the right embers? I don't think it is. Because I think this is the one that's being maintained but not necessarily expanded on. So... yeah. It's embers rekindled that I think I wanted. Long distance power transmission for engineers, immersive engineering add-on. AF or alternating flux. This acts as a sort of super high voltage line. Power transmitted over AF lines has very low power loss over distance but cannot be connected to machines and must be converted between other tiers of wire with special transformers. Despite the special name, this mod does not actually add a new form of power and just uses immersive engineering's normal power system, so you don't have to worry about yet another power system. Okay. Can give it a go. I want rock hounding chemistry as well, because it's silly. I don't think it really adds anything unless I'm prepared to craft tweaker some stuff, but, you know, why not? Embersified. Pollutant pump, an add-on for pollution of the rounds, which adds a pump to help clear the pollution in the air. Okay. Cleanse gases. Man, this hasn't been updated for a bit. November 13th, but I'm glad Glenn actually started doing a thing again, because Glenn's gases has always been fascinating to me. Terminals for managing and overviewing integrated dynamics stuff. Okay. Neat. This is like AE but integrated. I feel like that's exactly what it is. A wide range of sorting and advanced options. Where is the blurb? Give me the blurb. All stored items, fluid, and energy become visible and interactable from a single place using a storage terminal, and crafting jobs become manageable from a crafting job terminal. Yeah, I don't know. A little overkill, especially if I'm going to have refined storage. Plant Tech 2. You look a little bit like Agricraft. Except you're not Agricraft. Something else. Yeah, not so much. Okay. Not for me, anyway. Okay. Something I should grab before all I forget is zoom. I love item zoom. I think it should be in every pack. Embers. We want embers rekindled. I'll just remove this one when it comes to it. Dynamic. Trees, Thorncraft. This. Sure there was a forestry one. Maybe if I look up forestry. Forestry. Maybe there's not. In which case I might remove forestry. As cool as it is to have all those different kinds of trees, I kind of get different kinds of trees with biomes aplenty anyway. And, oh, I think there's rustic though. Rustic. Dynamic. You're a liar. You are a liar. Rustic. It's Bob Woods. Oh, actually I think it's built in, so it's not a liar. Energy, fluid, and item transport. Let's take a look at you. I swear we'll take a look at what we have so far in a couple of minutes here. We're running on 30 minutes, but hey, if you're stuck around this long with me just kind of plonking away at things, great. Mystical mechanics for sure, because this is kind of adds on a little bit to Embers Rekindled. Who knows, there might be some adjustments and stuff even after this video, but industrial renewal, huh? I think I've looked at the screenshots for this before. Grab the website. And it looks promising, but I think it needs a lot more work. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much the same. Questionably immersive. Okay, it's in beta. Work in progress, general purpose content add-on. Goal is to introduce a wide variety of tools and machines and expand the already rich IE experience. So the real life feasibility of some of the machines may indeed be questionable. Okay, questionably various stages of completion. It's the Coke Oven battery, an upgrade to the version of the base Coke Oven that takes some inspiration from the immersive Integrations Industrial Coke Oven. Okay. And I guess that's that in the background there. Well, I hope they do more. Essentials, delivery. Flopper, fluid hopper, I guess. Advanced logistics. Is this the... Yeah, that is the mod that I thought it is. It's really cute, and I hope they do more with it. I'm looking forward to that. You might be thinking, why are you searching by popularity only? Don't you like supporting less popular mods? And the answer is yes. It's just I like to grab some mods I want to play with that I know of off the bat, and the easiest way to do that is what? Never mind. And the easiest way to do that is search by popularity, and then I start looking at less popular mods. And considering them for a pack. So it's about getting a really solid base. And then adding on to that. Growthcraft, Community Edition. Growthcraft is really cool. I used to use it in a lot of packs. Saturday, January 7th. Okay, we'll check it out. It has some like interesting brewing and stuff. That might get a little too much overlap with Rustic, and then we'll have to make a decision, but until that point, I'm willing to take a look at it. Heavy machinery mod, you say? Yeah, that's ugly. You need textures, my friend. Of course, when I say something is ugly, I'm only saying that from my point of view. Anything else is silly. I don't tend to make generalized accusations without them being from my own personal point of view. Now, Mr. Crayfish's is actually really neat. It has been around for a long time. It's kind of fallen back behind EcoCraft. I may take a look at it actually. See how things are going in the crayfish world. Candy. Placeable items is cute. Bit of animals is cool. We look at mobs. No. We're on food. Forestry has its own tab now. That's interesting. And totally understandable. Genetics, nah, not interested. Industrial, lucky blocks, magic. Let's take a look at magic. See what we can see. Bye. Yeah. Maybe. Sci's one of those mods that I feel neither strongly nor weakly about, I suppose. Project X, Project E add-on mod that adds transmutation table, Mark II, and other things. Soot. This is why it's good going through all tabs. Ice and Fire, definitely. Ice and Fire is cool. The Monk mod is tempting, but it's only tempting because it gives you a way to get flight. The other stuff isn't as interesting, except maybe the being able to dig things without a tool. Stick thaumaturgy, we don't have Formcraft, so that's not useful. Floralchemy. That's Botania add-on. Angel of Vengeance also sounds kind of interesting. It adds classes, not just a healing based thing. A vein mining enchant, which is kind of cool. But, you know, Get yourself a vein mining mod. Natural pledge. Superior shields for sure. Aetherworks is kind of promising, except it's a bit buggy at the moment, and also its items are ugly as heck, although its actual structures look pretty interesting. I've always been a supporter of attain drops. If you want mobs, farmable mob drops, I highly suggest this one. There's another mod like Woot that I want to try out, so if I spot it, I definitely will take a look at it, rather than Woot. Because I've played with Woot before, and I'd prefer to play with, you know, some neat new things. Valkyrian Warfare. Is that the one that... I don't know. I don't think it is. There's one that lets you add ships and submarines. Flying ships and submarines. It's really laggy. But cool, nonetheless. I thought that's the one that was in SevTech, but that's Beastcraft, and Beastcraft is not it. Bonfires. Heck yes. I love bonfires. I might do some config tweaking to it though, but until that point, hell yeah. I hope you're enjoying just watching me make commentary on different mods and scroll down a mod list. I hope this is the most entertaining thing you could have. And if it's not the most entertaining thing, I hope it's soothing and helping you sleep. So, you know, but this is the video of the day today. And so be it, because y'all said, do your thing, Rosie, and I'm doing my thing. Watch me do it. It's great. Not seeing anything anymore. Let's move on. Next category, map and information. We've got Journey map, we've got just enough items, we've got apple skin, which is something has automatically installed guide API, that's fine. Probe, Akashic, JIBs. We've got forestry, so I suppose bees are automatic, aren't they? May as well grab it then. Just in case I feel like playing with bees for once. Really unlikely, but you know. Zero's minimap is actually really cool. We have played with it on DevCraft before. And there is some precedent to take it over JEI. Actually, you know what? Yes, that's exactly what I will do. I'll remove JEI once I get round to the actual pack again. You have to actually get the map and not just the mini map from a GitHub though. I'm not sure why. Mod author of Zeros is I don't think I really have enough to comment, but they make strange decisions in my opinion. I like Keyboard Wizard, although it's apparently pretty buggy at the moment, like with hotkeys not staying set into stuff. See, there's Galacticraft add-ons here, but no actual Galacticraft. TP money. We'll take a look at the Galacticraft offerings in a bit. Alright. Miscellaneous. Sure, let's do it. Last week's got it. Better FPS. I don't know how I feel about things like better FPS. I'll definitely get foam fix. Because foam fix is proven to work. Grass. Comforts. Heck yes. See, also a lot of mod packs, they take either Cyclic's sleeping bag or I can't remember the other one. Cyclic has one, and there's another popular one. It's like a red sleeping bag. It's in Sev Deck, and I hate both of them. The comfort stuff is really, really neat. So I like comforts. Super sound muffler, always nice. Even has a bauble. Pretty beaches is kind of cool. Fills in kind of beaches as you mine them away, and it has some rules around that, so it's not totally abusable, although it is actually quite abusable depending on how you do it. Real bench is great. Overrides the normal bench. But makes it keep things, and also you can see what's on the bench from outside it. Don't need item scroller, got mouse tweaks. Step up? Yeah, I think so. Not enough scaffold. For sure, my dude. Concrete. Effortless building. Yeah. I think we're kind of done with this category. For now. For now. Okay. Mobs. My favorite category. Because mobs add so much life to your world. Ads. Thank you. Ooh, Animania. Brew is tempting. But again, kind of going for more casual play. Mousie's mobs for sure. Don't know how I really feel about primitive mobs, to be honest. There's some that I like, and then there's like just too many creepers, right? And too many slimes. I like these guys, these little stealing dudes. These are a pain in the butt. Dodos. Yeah, looking over it, there's more I dislike than there is I like. I really like these though. And I know I can disable ones that I dislike. So it is also tempting to just kind of do that. So sure, let's do that. We'll disable the ones we don't need. Oh, creatures is still going? Amazing. Kind of felt like it fell off the edge of the world for a second there. Grimoire or Gaia is another one of those ones where, like, I like a lot of the mobs that are in it, but there's more that I dislike than don't. And I mostly dislike it because it's gone for, like, I mean, it's here, mobs, monsters, and monster girls. It's gone mostly for a monster girl thing, which, you know, listen, there's anime and then there's that, and I'm just, no thank you. I feel like it really does not help the rest of the mod. Vampirism. Greystone mod is cool. Something that I need. Add some neat... sophisticated wolves. Doggy talents? A lot of people get doggy talents, but I prefer sophisticated wolves. And sophisticated wolves works well with doggy armor. If I can find doggy armor somewhere. Heck, I may have already got the doggy armor mod, to be honest. I probably would have instinctually clicked it. Oh, and by the way, sometimes I have a preference for no other reason than I have a preference. So I don't know really whether sophisticated wolves is better than doggy talents or not, but I like it more than doggy talents. Ores and resources. Let's do it. We have geology in here. I mean, we should. Sounds like the perfect place to have geology. I don't find it soon. I will. There it is. Not geology, geolysis. Silent Gems is also tempting, but it has a case of the ugly. So I don't really ever play with it. I mean, yuck, to be honest. Tech guns is actually fun. I'm not even kidding. But I wouldn't put it in this pack, that's for sure. Earthworks, heck yeah. Earthworks just adds some pretty earthy type stuff. Makes for building nice primitive to middle age buildings, as well as adding some nice stones and stuff to use and more modern stuff as well. Simply Tea is great. Maybe I have too much of that stuff already because I've got Growthcraft and Rustic. Yeah. Okay. Done with ores and resources. Player transport. I so wish immersive railroading was more up to snuff, because it's neat. I wish we had more life-size stuff in Minecraft. Part of the reason why I like dynamic trees is because dynamic trees makes better looking trees, because they're life-size. I think I have all the player transport kind of stuff that I want. I mean, Hooked is the only other thing that I might add, and Hooked is kind of stopped development for a bit, I think. Yep. August. You need some serious config stuff to be done with it, to be honest. Or I'd give it my full thumbs up, but until then, yeah. Okay, what have we got? Redstone, server utilities, storage. Take a look at storage. Lumps, refined storage. I think we're probably good for storage as well. Something leaps out at me, carry on, for example. Yeah, I did. I did automatically click wool farmer in storage. I am proud of myself. Wonder how I'm gonna find that other mob farming mod, because I didn't see it when I was scrolling through. I have an idea how I might find it. I'm done with storage structures. Our complex is always neat, although can be very hard on systems, because its world gen is nuts. Yeah, okay. Structures. Technology, Thorncraft, Thermal Expansion, Tinker's Contract, Twitch Integration, World Gen. Let's take a look at World Gen again, see if we've got anything. Ferdinand's Flowers. This adds tons and tons of flowers if I remember. Yeah, we might be hitting that limit. Alright, 52 minutes in. Might have to do this in a part 2, or more likely I'll update you tomorrow on how the pack is going. But we've got a few mods. I think what I'll do is, before I close out this daily, let's launch it, see how long it takes, huh? See if it needs to be culled already. I don't have the most mods in the world compared to some. Play, please. Or are you pretending to have everything downloaded but you don't? Oh. Never mind. Oh, we didn't even get that far because we have conflicts. That is right, we have embers, so we'll remove this one. Nope. Nope. I hate that. I really hate that. Go back here, thank you very much. Like, I get it. Click the X, right? But just make the general area of this column the X. And then journey map. We have that other mod. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Faster. You must include the right dependencies for dynamic trees. BOP requires biomes aplenty 7012422 or above. Why do I have that one? Why did you not just give me the latest Bob? So, excuse me? Give me the latest one. Not like the 1.5 versions ago, thank you very much. Am I gonna have to do that with a bunch of mods? I hope not. But now I'm paranoid, and now I'm probably gonna check them all. Oh, we got a crash. What's our problem? Anti-blue quirk. Alternating flux. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Alternating flux has been crashy in the past. I've tried to put it in packs before, which is why I held off just going for it. So we're culling already. Let's hope for a decent pack in the next couple of minutes, or else I'm just going to cut this video off and you're going to have to wait for me to report in tomorrow. Then again, what I'm thinking of doing with this series is not so much doing with this pack is not so much doing a series, but just checking in occasionally and showing you guys what I've been up to. Because I want to give that a go. Not so much having a series, but just a look at what I built kind of occasional thing. And it's good for filling in time when I'm doing videos a days as well, when I don't necessarily have something that I want to do in the background. So it could be good. Got out of the house today. That was good. Yep. Went into town, saw a friend, ate a breakfast. It was awesome. Had cumin, cumin carrots and creamy mushroom and sourdough, and it was lovely. There's some bean sprouts in there as well. It was really good. It's called Rabbit, which is near the inner city of Auckland. Tucked away in kind of a back street, but it still gets really, really busy because of the offices around the area. But it's the first time I've been there, and I highly approve. Especially because it's affordable. Well, affordable considering you're going out and eating at a place. It's affordable. It's like, it was 15 bucks for 15 New Zealand dollars for the meal that I got. And then I also got a ginger latte with that, and holy doggin' heck, I need ginger lattes in my life. They're caffeine free and they're delicious, and that's all there is to it. If you're not a big fan of spice, or specifically the ginger spicy flavor, I can't suggest it, but if you do like ginger, it's really good. And I think I just want to live off them for the rest of my life. How I feel. At the end of the day, that didn't take too long, did it? We're up to 6 out of 7. 7 takes the longest, as you can see. Loading a bajillion 85,314 recipes. There it goes. We're running on 4 minutes load time at the moment. Just ticked over to 4 minutes. I'm basing that on my computer clock, so it might be off by 30 seconds or so. yeah, good day out. Good day out, especially since the it was more of a test of my friend kind of getting me out of the house. Not a test so much. Oh my god, that's loud. Skip to main menu. Oh my god. Be gone. Yeah, my friend trying to encourage me out of the house because, along with a bunch of other stuff, along with the anxiety, I've recently been dealing with a bout of social anxiety as well. I've really wanted to be out there, but I did it, and it's great. Sure. Let's do creative so then I can have my cheats and let's see how messed up this puppy is. Let's do it. Any second now. Mouse dance. Do the spiral. Do the figure eight. Do the back and forth. Do the up and down. Do the random. Do X marks the spot. It's like the figure eight except more jagged. Come on, you. It's doing it. It's chugging. Oh. Oh. Inventory Teaks is angry at me. And a whole bunch of other junk. What do you want? What do you want? Get out of here. I'm in creative mode. You can't do anything about this. Yeah. Oh, it's chugging. Boy, is it chugging. You will be removed. That's smoothing out. Okay. Cool. And I'm sure as I do some more edits and things to the configs, it'll get smoother and smoother. That's exciting. Get out of here, you. Be gone. Okay. Alright, well, it runs so far. Got a couple more mods I want to add, like the Galacticraft stuff. And then I'll jump into the configs and tweak it till I like it. Alright, anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow-ish, maybe. Or the next time I do one of these. Bye!